Hey everybody, it's Sarah Saxby, your transformation coach at Strategies for Happiness and author of Comfortable Hell. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about purpose and how that kind of has looked for me and how pretty much everything right now is, having a purpose in life and what that feels like to be going for moving toward that purpose and having desire to reach your goals and stuff like that. I don't know if you all are feeling that, but it's kind of like the little things we used to do. It's like they fall a little flat, a little more flat than they used to. The feeling, it's like, I need more, I want more. And something that came up, and I love watching Married at First Sight. I just think it's such a great show, for me anyway, because I love to see the couples interact, and I love to watch the experts, help, counsel them and help them in how they come together. I love it. Anyway, long story short, one thing that I was thinking about, and like I said, is purpose. It's goals. And when you're in a relationship, you should always have two. And one is the goal, the purpose as a couple, right? You have to have that. What's your purpose as a couple? And you should always have your individual purposes and goals, right? So one thing that, you have to still aspire individually, and so should your partner. And you should be supporting each other in doing that. It's a problem if you don't want that for your partner. I really think it is. But when I was in relationships, what I always did was I certainly didn't have I immediately in a relationship, I would let go of my individual purpose. I wouldn't even care about anything that I thought I wanted in my life. It totally didn't matter anymore. I had no individual desires. I had no purpose for just me. Even though, when I was single, I had a lot of things I wanted to do and accomplish. And, I really wanted to, help people see things differently and have, my business and all this stuff. But the minute that I started dating somebody, I let that all go. And what I realized is that, I not only do I not have a purpose for myself when I'm in a relationship, I also don't have one with my partner, because my whole purpose becomes the relationship. So it doesn't even matter if it's right for me or not, because I let go of everything else in my world. That includes my desires for my own career and whatever it is, hobbies, whatever it is that I want. I forget all of that. I let go of my friends. I put myself 1,000% into this relationship. And that's why I joked before about becoming a pod person, because nothing even matters to me anymore except for that relationship. It's like I can't. There were many, many reasons why I couldn't go out with friends in my last relationship. It caused too many problems. But not only that, it's like if I would go out with them, then maybe I would miss, some opportunity or something, some sort of connection with my partner, or he might, think that I'm not as interested in him. I don't know, the crazy shit that goes on in your head when you're in a relationship and you need to preserve it at all costs. That's how I felt. If I was gone, if I was away somewhere without him, then that could mean that relationship could end. And that was something I carried around. So it's like I threw myself into the relationship, and it didn't even matter if the relationship made sense or not, if it was right for me. And I think that was a lot of the problem, where, I accepted a lot of behavior that wasn't appropriate or wasn't, good for me, because it didn't matter. I had to preserve the relationship at all costs. Do you know what I'm saying? it's like, and we had no purpose. I can't say that I've ever had a relationship that had a combined purpose. You know, like some couples, you know, like, I don't know, I'm making this up. Maybe like their purpose is to go run marathons together in other countries, or maybe their purpose is to buy different maybe properties and things like that, and that's their purpose. They love doing that, and they love building wealth together, or whatever. Or maybe they like touring the country and speaking to people about, I don't know, or going and volunteering together. It's like there's purpose. But I never had any of that in any of my relationships. It was just like, it was like on the fly. It was like whatever was happening was like, and it didn't even, it wasn't meaningful. It was like, okay, let's just go to eat and have a few drinks. That was the purpose. It was like, that was all we did. Or let's go on a vacation, okay? But there wasn't anything together that we had. And so I really think that it's so important, if you're looking for someone, if you're in a relationship, it's like, what do you aspire for individually, for yourself? And even if it's kind of a hard thing sometimes when we have forgotten ourselves and we live this pod life for so long, you don't even remember what makes you lose time or what makes you happy, right? Truly inside, like truly, like where 2 hours goes by and it's just like you weren't even paying attention, didn't have your phone, nothing. The kind of stuff that like I said, it just stops time and we forget. And when I work with my clients, like I always have them go back and say, like, well, what was it when you were younger? Like, what was it that made you lose time when you were younger? Even if it seems like something so silly, like, oh, playing tag with my friends or whatever. Okay, let's start there. You know what I mean? Let's start there. What was that? What about it made you so happy? And then you start from there. Or it's like, when I played my violin, okay, well, where the hell is that thing? It doesn't have to be world changing, $1 billion making. Let's, start small. Like, what is it that you love? And you got to get attached to that again. Even if you're with somebody, you're allowed to do that. And what does your partner love? Ask them. What is it that makes you lose time, buddy? Because you need to reconnect with that too. And it's attractive. It's pretty hot. When your partner has something, they're ambitious about something. And then ask yourself, what is it together that we want to accomplish? What's important to both of us, for us and our family or our dogs or whatever, it doesn't matter. What's important to us as a couple? I just think that's just such an amazing and important thing for everyone to remember, because, time's flying and we don't have time to be unhappy anymore. And it's just a hot freaking mess out there right now. And we need to remember what we love and start to bring that back and have purpose, alone and with your partner. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what it is you love to do. Let me know what your partnership goals are, because I'm super interested in that. Like, what do you and your partner love to do? And what is your purpose? Sarah at strategiesforhappiness.com is my email. Love to hear from you. Leave a message, leave a comment, comfortable hell. And hope to hear from you guys soon. Have a good one.